Your image can make or break your career trajectory, especially if you are a person of great ambition. Why? What is it? And how do you even begin to curate your work image? Hi everyone, I'm Tabitha Njeri. Join Shay Cunningham and I in this 8-minute nugget-filled discussion that will leave you with a ton of ahas and mhms. So who is Shay Cunningham? First, she's the reason I got my work look together. Second, she was a director running a team with a $40 million book of business in annual revenue for a Fortune 250. And third, she is a premier image consultant and style coach for women of power. So listen in to all this deliciousness. Okay, Shay. So let me kick us off with the first question, right?
Okay.
Which has to do with image and brand. So what really does your image at work mean?
Yes, so your image means how you present yourself to others, and quite frankly, how they receive and perceive the experience of you. How you show up will deliver a message, whether it's intentional or not. So I always say be intentional about it, because you get to curate that experience that another person has with you.
That's really powerful, right? The idea that you are curating an experience, that you and your energy and your look, everything about you is an experience. Huge.
Yes.
So, we know what it is, Shay, but why is it so important? Why do we need to care about our image at work?
Yes. So it's massively important because you are the walking billboard for yourself. When people experience you, they want to have a memorable impression of who you are and what they can expect from you in the future. Now, I always say that, showing up presentable is table stakes, okay? Like following the dress code is expected, right? But when you are a leader, showing up intentionally is mandatory for the ambitious.
Ooh, say that again, Shay.
Yes. When you are a leader, showing up intentionally is mandatory for the ambitious.
Ooh, why is that?
Well, listen, if you are looking to move forward in your career from any place that you are today or making any sort of shift in your career trajectory, then you need to know that people want to have an experience with you that is only uniquely you. And the reason it matters is because you are a brand, and your brand and how you show up is really tied to why people would want to attract or attack what you're putting out there in terms of energy and trying to go after the things that you are seeking.
Yeah, so I love that so much. So managers, right? Should they think about image differently?
Yes. So I have this philosophy, Tabitha, that is called For the People. And I believe that how you show up has a lot more to do with a lot of other people than yourself. So it's more than just you. You are representing a lot of things, especially as a leader. Number one, you're representing the company that you work for. You're representing the promise that they've made to their clients or their customers with products and services. You're also, and I think this is critically important, Tabitha, you're also representing your team. And your team wants to be attached to something dynamic and inspiring. And if you're not showing up in a way that is inspiring them, motivating them, making them proud to be a part of the collective led by you, then they're not going to be really productive, right? In that type of culture and environment. So you have to have intentional, directional pride about how you show up because you're actually serving the example.
I love that. And you're representing others. I want to be represented by a leader I can be proud of. That's huge, Shay. So let me move us on to the whole idea of first impressions, right? Because that's a big deal. When you think about it, a lot of people right now are looking for a job, right? Because there's been a lot of layoffs. It's the state of the economy. What do people need to be thinking about when they're thinking about their image and looking for a job?
Yes. So let's break that down just a little bit. In terms of first impressions, I don't know if everybody knows this, but people size you up in the first 5 to 7 seconds of meeting you. And they're judging you on so many different levers, okay? They're judging whether they feel like you are ready for the job. They judge you based on, can I trust this person? Is this person detail-oriented? Does this person take care of themselves? Okay, can I trust this person with financials? Like they're making up all of these assumptions and these perceptions in their head in 5 to 7 seconds.
Wow, that's huge, Shay. So your image really matters, right? And that awareness means that when we're putting ourselves out there, be it for a job interview or be it for, in a meeting where you never know who will be present, you have to think about the fact that you're making first impressions, and human beings will always be human beings and they will place a judgment on you. Huge.
Yes, it is huge. And you should always be keeping it in mind, no matter what the circumstances or even the surroundings. So you know how right now, Tabitha, with the COVID experience that we're all having right now, a lot of interactions with people have gotten a lot more casual, right? So sometimes we feel like we can get a little bit more casual, even in our appearance, because of the setting and the atmosphere. And so it is really important to check that, right? To check it and make sure that once you've defined how you want to show up, that you stay consistent with that, regardless of the environment.
And especially if you're ambitious, as you said earlier. So Shay, the big question becomes then, how do you curate that image? Because it's one thing to tell people, be intentional about your image, but how do you do that really, realistically?
Yes. Well, you have to be in tune and in sync with how you need to look to feel your most powerful and your most present. And what I do with my clients is I dig deep into like, what is it that makes you feel amazing when you show up and give your best possible performance? And I'll give you an example. For me, it's urban chic sass. Like that's a part of who I am. I come from the south side of Chicago streets, and I always like to have a little edge to my look because that makes me feel powerful and still connected to my roots. I also love to be a little sassy, right? So I can be in a buttoned up or halfway buttoned up. I'm never completely buttoned up, but I might wear, a traditional navy blue suit, but I may make it pop with a bright pink blouse or a really cute necklace or something that's really feminine and sassy. So those are the ways that you can bring your authentic, genuine self into your image and still show up really genuinely so that you can bring your best possible performance. I always say, Tabitha, that if I feel my best beautiful, then I bring my best work.
Okay, Shay, these were amazing nuggets. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And if you did, please go and show Shay some love because these were incredible. Thank you so much. And Shay, I think you're having a free webinar or workshop coming up, right? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I have a series. I'm going to be hosting a workshop on how to level up your look and your style. And I'm so excited about that. I'm going to offer it 3 different dates just to make sure that you can attend live, because that's where the magic happens.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll be there. So thank you for your incredible nuggets, Shay. Have a great one. Don't miss out. Follow Shay Cunningham and follow me, Tabitha